Hey guys, this is Mr. Ridenour. As you notice, I'm not here today. So what I thought I would do is video myself, kind of going over my expectations, what we're going to be doing today, and the work that you need to complete while I'm out so that you can get everything finished, work hard, and make sure that you do a good job today. Just so you know, my wife is having her baby tomorrow, so Mr. Ridenour's out half a day today, and then I'll be out tomorrow too. So each day I'm going to record a video for you so that you can know what you're supposed to be doing that day. So you know my expectations. So, as always, we start off with our daily agenda. So if you'll go ahead and get your daily agenda out, and then you can copy these things down for today. So today you'll start off with silent reading. That'll be the first thing you do. Then you're going to be filling out a vocabulary matrix. Then you're going to do on the Rainy River questions. And then just a reminder that you don't have homework today. So make sure you get all those things down in your daily agenda, because I will be doing a check on that. Right? If you don't get all these things, if I was talking too fast, you can always go and pause your video. So after silent reading, you'll be moving to reading on the Rainy River. If you did not finish reading it yesterday, I want you to finish reading that text first. You have that text with you. So finish reading that text, pause the video, finish reading it before you can move on to do anything else. You must have read on the Rainy River. Okay? Once you have read that, that's when you can move on to the second thing, which is the vocabulary matrix. Here is what the vocabulary matrix looks like. Okay? So this is the vocabulary matrix. This is where, while you read on the Rainy River, I want you to scan back over the text for a second time after you've already read it the first time. And you're going to be looking for any vocab words that you're unsure of what they mean, or maybe just on the fence about. So you'll see this column over here. This is where you're going to write that word in the new word column. The word in context you need to write. You need to type, because you'll be doing all this on your computer. You'll need to type out that sentence that word was found in. Then you'll move on to your best guess. So if I'm trying to figure out what that word means, I've looked at the word in context, and then I'm trying to make a guess on that, then I'm going to use an educated guess. You may be right, you may be wrong. Again, that is just a guess. As we scroll over on our screen a little bit, you'll see what's the expert say. Well, the expert's going to be your computer, so you need to define that word on your computer and then type in that definition right there. Also, the last thing is a picture. Find a picture online that could represent what that word means. All you have to do is copy and paste that picture, hit Control-C and Control-V, and that will copy those pictures if you need them. Okay? So you will be doing 5 vocabulary words. So when you move down this list, I expect to see 5 different words all the way down this list, and all of these columns filled out. That's what you're going to be completing in class today for the vocabulary matrix. If you have any questions, you can ask a partner next to you, but again, I expect you to stay quiet and work on that very hard. All right, when we're moving to our second thing I want you to do today, after you've read On the Rainy River, after you've completed your vocabulary matrix and turned that in on Google Classroom, we're going to be moving on to our Rainy River questions. Okay, now we've kind of read the text once, we've skimmed over it a second time, you figured out some words maybe you were unsure of. We're going to focus on our questions, really digging into the struggle that Tim faces between, hey, am I going to go fight in this war, a war that I don't support and I hate and could possibly die in, or do I run away and try to leave towards Canada, which is something that he almost did. So we've already done our prediction. What does the title tell us about this story? If you didn't do that, please make sure you have that question filled out for me. Again, this is all typed out. Make sure you're typing out all these answers. Then we move on to our next question. So what do you know about the character? How do you know it? All right, so you're answering, what do we know about Tim, and how do we know that? So again, that's given some examples and included with some textual evidence. Okay, that each answer I'm going to tell you should be a minimum of 3 to 4 sentences. If you do not have 3 to 4 sentences, those are not meeting my expectations. Make sure you do have 3 to 4 sentences per question. Okay. Second question, describe the character's experience in the boat. That was a big part of the text. Whenever he was torn between, should I jump out of this boat and flee toward Canada, or should I come back and fight and do what my family knows I should do, and do what my country wants me to do? He's facing this struggle inside himself. So what's his experience in the boat? That's kind of a turning point for Tim in the story. Okay. Last question that you're going to finish for today is just this third one. What was the most significant moment of the story? How does this information contribute to the story? And why go into such super specific detail? So you need to go back and think about the text. We've read it once. You've skimmed it a second time. what would you consider to be the defining, most significant moment that you saw in that text? So you need to go back, find that moment, and then you need to type it out here, and then tell me why. So how does that information contribute to the story? Why go into such specific detail? Tell me why it was significant. Why is that moment you picked so important? Okay? You should get through those 3 questions today. So for today's assignment, you're going to read your library book or a book that you have off my shelf. Then you'll be completing your vocabulary matrix. I expect you to have at least 5 words completed and all of the columns filled out for those 5 words. And then once you move on to that, you can go to your Rainy River questions, and I expect you to answer those first 3 questions today in class. If you have any questions, you can always ask a partner next to you. You need to work the whole time. No talking. Stay focused. Get your work done, and let's be successful today. Alrighty, we're good to go. Good luck.